Hello, collectors. This is the Batman statue collector, and I'm once again coming to you from my Bat Cave. And this particular review today, I'm going to be doing on it's my very first life-size bust review, and this is going to be on Sideshow Collectibles 1:1 scale life-size Joker bust. Wow. There's not a lot that needs to be said when you see this in person. It is absolutely terrifying. Um, so terrifying, as a matter of fact, my wife doesn't like to come into my room because of this particular bust. She actually really, really likes it, which is pretty surprising to me. But at the same time, it does terrify her, which I think is pretty cool. This is one of two busts that I currently have. I'm not really that much of a bust person in terms of statue collecting. I feel like they do very much make a statement in your collection. And this one, without a shadow of a doubt, makes a rather large statement when it comes to just overall presence in your collection. I'll just kind of go over some of the details that I find pretty amazing. First of all, the sculpt of the hair. I think this is really, really well done. Just nice wispy hair. I like when the Joker has a little bit longer hair. I'm not sure if these are all polystone or not. They might be plastic that have been put into the hair, but I do like that it has some extra movement along the top. These are painted eyes here, painted. Possibly decals on those eyes. I'm not 100% sure, but they look really great. There's some shading here on the side with the veins. You can see on the side of the face some really nice shading on the side and along the cheeks going down into the mouth area. Speaking of this mouth area, wow, look at this. Look at the tongue in there. The Sideshow went to the extra lengths to put the tongue in there so you could really see it. These teeth, I believe that those are plastic in there. Very well shaded. Just a very gross mouth, no doubt about it. Very creepy in itself. But I love the way that the teeth look. I just think they look just incredibly realistic. Nice paint along the neck area, the chin area. The lips look good. Pretty smooth overall paint application. I feel like everything just looks very, very good. Very realistic. You can see the pores in his cheeks, in his nose, and in his forehead. Just looks really, really realistic. As we go down a little bit, he's got this really nice bow tie here. It's long. It flows out over the top of his coat. I love this vest. A lot of people might not notice this detail because just this nice embroidery here on the vest. This nice button. So all of that's real. The coat itself, it's a really nice, thick, woolly material. This particular material reminds me a lot of the Heath Ledger Joker coat. It's just that heavy wool material. And Sideshow did a really nice job with that. Looks really, really good and really, really purple in person. I love that. Then, of course, he's got this flower here with the sprayer here for the acid or whatever he is spraying, but the flower looks really nice and nice shade of purple to complement the vest. Of course, with the bow tie, I missed, they also have some buttons on here as well, so attention to detail is really, really, really phenomenal. You don't see as much of the purple because of the bow tie. I've seen some collectors go they've changed out the bow tie to different things. Maybe the string look from the Killing Joke. But anyway, I like the way this looks. I really like the way that the bow tie hangs out down past the bust itself. Then, of course, you have the classic Sideshow base here that they've used on some of the other DC pieces. It's actually exactly the same as the Batman bust, but I love that they used the green, orange, green, and somewhat of a purple hue down here at the very bottom. So it ties the whole statue in together, and it just looks really, really, really phenomenal. When I first saw this piece, I was not convinced. I liked it, but if I'm going to kind of pan over here to my collection over here, and you can see in this particular Joker, which I absolutely love, I love the longer chin. You can really see the length of the chin here. And on this guy, he's got a much shorter chin. I've actually seen some Photoshop manipulations where somebody went in and they just extended the chin to right about there. And it looked so much cooler in my mind. I really, really liked it. And I wish, especially at the time, I was like, oh man, I wish Sideshow had just extended it out a little bit more, because then I think it would have looked even more like the Joker that's in my mind. But I went ahead and got this guy anyway, because I had purchased the Batman life-size bust. And again, you have to have a Joker if you have a Batman. So I went ahead and got him. And the longer that I have this piece, the more impressed I am with it. It just, when you walk into this room, there are a lot of great pieces in this room, and there's going to be a lot more great pieces. But by far, this is where your eye goes. Your eye goes right to him. He demands your attention. He is creepy as can be, as I mentioned earlier. My wife's terrified of him. It's just, he is such an impactful piece that I would definitely recommend, if you are not of the faint of heart, if you can handle having something like this in your collection. He's just very, very well done. Paint, really, really good. There's nothing sloppy about it on here at all. It's very clean. I don't know how hard it is to get this guy anymore. I know for a while there it was pretty difficult to find him, and I have heard through the grapevine that Sideshow is going to start doing a few more life-size busts, possibly DC busts. I'd be pretty interested if they started doing a couple more of the DC villains. I would love that. I don't know for sure if I'd get them. I think it'd be kind of cool, so I'm going to kind of back up here, but it'd be kind of cool if I had a couple more busts, maybe on each side or down kind of below. I'm not exactly sure, but again, this guy I really enjoy. I would recommend him in your collection if you have the space. He does take up a little bit of room, being life size, but again, the impact he makes in your collection is second to none. He really is well done, well painted. I would really recommend him. But man, like I said, he is creepy. So there's a quick review, just a up close and personal look, I guess you could say, at this guy. Very, very creepy. So this has been the Batman Statue Collector. I hope you have enjoyed this quick review. Would love your comments below. Definitely subscribe. I also just started a new Facebook page, Batman Statue Collector, so check that out. And until next time, I will see you later.